All right, there she is. Our albino mandarin pied, or our golden pied as I call it. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. I'm in my RX Muscle studios right now, doing a little intro. I'm gonna head down to the snake room in a few minutes, and we're gonna be taking a look and seeing what's left over after Christmas. Pablo's downstairs. Pablo actually came in on Christmas Day, can you believe it? That's a true worker. He said, I'm bored at home, do a little cleaning. So he came in Christmas Day. We did our Christmas Day video with the greenest and the reddest snake. Hopefully you enjoyed that on Christmas. And then today's video is gonna be whatever else I didn't cover yesterday. So Pablo's cleaning a little bit, checking around for locks, possible eggs. So if I see something I like, I'll record it. That's the way it goes today. Stay tuned. All right, here's an interesting breeding I'm doing. This is gonna be a lavender het pied female, or het dreamsicle if you might, being bred by a leopard blackhead pied het lavender. So we're going to try to get that leopard and blackhead into the dreamsicle project here. Got a nice lock. She didn't go last year, so I'm hoping this is the year we're going to get it. And dreamsicles, I'm going to show you one of the dreamsicles I have. The dreamsicles are awesome. Those are lavender pieds. And if we can get some more darkness, that leopard and blackhead always makes the albino and the lavender albinos look that much better. And that's the goal. So let's hope this takes and we get some eggs. This would be a really, really great breeding. All right. Speaking of dreamsicles, this is our leopard orange dream dreamsicle, or leopard orange dream lavender pied. A little bit of stuck shed on it. Growing her up. Stuck shed off. But she's absolutely beautiful. Putting on some size. Little by little she's been growing. I've been showing her to you over the last couple months. And imagine if we got another copy of leopard. Imagine if this is super leopard and we got blackhead in here with the orange dream and the lavender pied. See the head's turning a little purple now as she's getting older. All that white will be purple as she gets older and older. The whites and the lavender albinos will turn purple. Now this is the pied, so you probably won't see that, but in the pattern, in the area where there's pattern, you'll see the purples. That's why you see it in the head. The white will still be white because that's still from the pied. But look at that beautiful purple. That is beautiful. Lavender pieds are really awesome. It's funny, Pablo and I both really like this male. It was the only one produced, the only egg that survived. It was a really small egg. And what we think it is, it's banana orange dream, yellow belly or asphalt. It looks asphalt to me. Lesser, and it's 66% het pied. It looks really nice though. It's such a clean looking snake. It's got some really nice colors in it. I don't know. The banana lessers really do work really well together, I have to say. I know it's a simple 2-gene combination, but for some reason, lesser and banana really work well together. And like I said, it could be yellow belly. It's yellow belly or asphalt. It's one of those two, and I'm too lazy to send in the shed and check it out. But obviously asphalt would be more valuable. It did work out to that. We kind of just keeping him because he kind of like was one of these snakes that we didn't think was going to survive, because he was like a real small one egg, but he has just got some insane coloration to him. And we'll eventually breed him to something freeway. See if we produce either ivories, if it's yellow belly, or if we produce super asphalts or asphalts. I guess we can produce freeways even if he is a yellow belly. We just have to breed him to a freeway. A better breeding would probably be to a super asphalt. I don't have any super asphalt females. All right, really nice. Since we're on this rack already, there's another really nice female we've been growing up. I produced her in 21. She is a super pastel leopard most likely spot nose. I think she's spot nose, and she's 100% het clown. So I had to hold her back. She's just so beautiful. She's still really beautiful, even as she's getting older and her pattern's spreading. She might not be spot nose, but that's a really nice looking female. Like I said, she's pretty close to breeding size. So, yeah, we've held her this long. We'll probably just keep her and breed her. Produce some cool spot nose if she does prove out. Spot nose leopard clowns. I'd actually like to breed her to a leopard spot nose clown, just so we can produce some super spot nose, you know, clowns, because they're kind of cool looking too. So let's keep growing her. Here's our beautiful leucistic clown, or as we call her, Lucy. This little girl is, we've been growing her up. She was born in May of last year. She's a spot nose, pastel, new gene, possible super lesser clown or possible super new gene clown. We don't know, and she could be leopard too. I did shine a UV light on her. That's how I know some of these genes are in there. I can kind of see the very light pattern, but not sure on whether she's a super lesser, because it could be both parents were lesser, or if she's a super new gene and we have a new leucistic combination. I'm not sure. So obviously we're holding her back. She's one of the she's got a really interesting pattern, because you can see a very faint pattern. She's not completely white. And like I said, under UV light, you see it a little bit more, but look at that. She's not like your typical, like, you know, super fire or blue-eyed Lucy. She's a blue-eyed Lucy complex, I guess you could say, with the clown gene, visible clown. That's why she got the black eyes. Turn those blues black. She's really nice. It's just like, this is like a snake you'd put in a display cage. It's so nice, you know, just really interesting. Scalation too is really interesting. If you notice, it's not, there is some yellow in there. And like I said, there's a faint pattern here. So it kind of gives it a little more character. There's my super orange dream cryptic ultramel. So that's really a triple homozygous animal that I produced myself in several years back. And this little boy is absolutely gorgeous, and we're breeding him to a tri-stripe female. Try to make some het tri-stripe, het cryptic, het ultramel, and then of course everything with the orange dream. So they don't want to be bothered. They're escaping my my camera. We'll leave them alone. There's no locks here, so I'm not really worried about disturbing them too much. But she's one of the nicest, cleanest, or he's one of the nicest, cleanest ones we've produced. He's definitely super orange dream. Look at that. Look how clean that pattern is. He's got the white up his sides. That's the super orange dream there. Got the cryptic, but you see that little big head, that eye stripe behind his eye. And then he's ultramel. That's pretty obvious. So very clean looking male. All right, I've shown you this pairing, but I just wanted to show you again because this is typical. We're in the midst of the breeding season now. We're in almost into January. When these females start hugging the water bowls, that's pre-ovulation behavior. You know, even if they're not locked, this girl is going to definitely go, most likely. This male's a proven monarch breeder. He's definitely going to get her. They've actually bred together before. I expect to see clutch of eggs probably early in 2024 from these guys. And this is, you want to know what hugging the water bowl is? This is hugging the water bowl 101 right here. Really, really typical behavior. And she's big. She's really big. I thought she was going to go last year. She skipped a lot of the snakes that I've been breeding. We had a very weird season this year. A lot of them skipped and didn't go. But he's probably one of my biggest male breeders. He just likes to eat this guy, and I don't even feed him a lot, but he's still big. He's like I said, for ball pythons, most of my ball python breeders are really keep him small. He's as big as the females. All right, I had to show you this breeding because we just had a nice fresh shed on the Albino Pied. This is my Albino Mandarin Pied project. We have 4 females that we've been breeding over the last couple of years. I'll show you the results. We finally hit what we were looking for this year, but this is another chance right here. This is pastel Mandarin double head albino pied. This female didn't go this past year, so we're hoping to get her to go this year. So we're working hard on this one. Idea would be to get this pastel with the Mandarin and the albino and the pied together. That would be nice. So this male is looking really good. Really good. This is a huge, huge mandarin right here, girl. Wow, if she doesn't lay some eggs, I don't know who is gonna lay eggs. She's huge, but she's still eating. She's still eating, and that tells me she has not ovulated yet. So we have to keep pairing her up, putting males in with her to make sure that we get something. Now she's glowing. Usually they glow before they go. You know, that's the old saying. So I suspect she's gonna probably ovulate very shortly. And then we should probably see some eggs from her, you know, by next month. She's, like I said, one of the highest expression single gene mandarins that I have. I mean, that's one copy of mandarin. You know, you almost could say it looks like a super mandarin. It's so high expression, but that's the way it is. That gene, sometimes you get real high expressions, sometimes you get low expressions. The weird thing is that just because you breed a high expression, the high expression doesn't mean you're going to get high expressions. I've bred low expressions to regular mandarins, and I've gotten really high expressions. So there's no rules. All right, there she is. Our albino mandarin pied, or our golden pied as I call it. Look at that. That just makes albino look crazy. The mandarin, you really see how red mandarin is in this albino form. Let me zoom in a little bit. That's a big zoom in. There we go. See the reds? You don't really see reds that much in ball pythons. But mandarin albinos have reds in them, which I had it, right? That was my theory. And obviously you can't go wrong with putting some pied in there as well, right? Pied only makes everything better, especially if you still have pattern left with the pied. You don't, you know, all white pieds are not that cool, but look at that. Maybe one day we'll make a super mandarin albino pied. It's definitely possible. We're working that project, and we'll try to get some more dark genes in there as well to bring out those reds even more. How about Hurricane? All right, last video for the day. That's our Orange Dream Enshi, head pied, possible head hypo female. She is enormous. Breeding her to our Ultra Glow pied. So that's an Ultramel hypo pied male that I produced here. One of our nicest productions from a couple years ago. We have the female too that has Orange Dream. I don't think he has Orange Dream in him, but you never know. We'll find out once we breed him, I guess. But this will be an epic breeding if everything takes here. So keep an eye on it. This is one of my favorite males in our collection, just because he's so clean. And who doesn't love a triple recessive snake? All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Gotta love you dreamsicles. Lavender albino pieds. That's where it's at, man. They're just the best. Can't go wrong with that combination, man. Woo! Trying to get a lot of dark morphs into that combination. I know a lot of great people have made some great stuff in lavender pied. There's some lavender clown pieds out there now. It's just the limit is unlimited is really what it amounts to. It's just the limit is your imagination. So we made the mandarin albino pied this year, as you saw. So that's certainly a step in a different direction than anyone else has taken. And hopefully we can continue to make that even more extreme and bring that super mandarin into that project. So a lot of exciting things still going on in the world of ball python breeding. All right, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, show us the love, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.